And do you want to do the AI thing again? Okay.
Happy Thursday. It is May the 15th. I can't believe it. And we are here with Joanna. Joanna, I always wonder if I'm going to say your last name right or wrong, you and Fred. Is it Ifergan?
Yeah.
Okay. And Anita is going to be our wonderful hostess of ceremonies today. So, Anita, sorry, I will pass it off to you.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much for being on. And Joanna, thank you. And just a fun little recap. Last week we talked about the tanning. We had several questions last week, but our main focus last week was with number 8, the tanner, because everyone is so curious about that. And then the week before, we had an amazing discussion about our cleansers. So go to abbyvideos.com if you missed either of those discussions because they are so good. And all of these are good. Like I have my notebook ready, and Joanna has her questions ready, right?
Yeah.
Are you excited, Joanna?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you to be there with us. It's a pleasure for me every week. So, Anita, the first question that we have to answer today is someone or many people, I don't know if the question is recurrent, is if I want to use my in-lab, but also want to focus on one item, can I use my in-lab and also use a bath and an active concentrate? The response is, of course. It's exactly what you have to do. You can use your in-lab in the morning if it's better for your agenda because it's ready to go skincare and focus in the evening. You can apply one and after the other. I'm just not sure that it will be better in efficacy to add and add and add at at the same moment. Okay, so maybe if you are like me in a day where you work at home, let 1 hour, for example, or just a little time, or you put the in lab, you go to prepare the lunch of your children, and then you come back to apply the bath. It depends of what you want to organize this for you. But of course, the fresh active range is specifically imagined for this purpose to focus on one or two or three needs at the same time. So it's perfectly uh, in a good way to use the in lab and focus on one item with the concentrate active and one base.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that would be your answer. That is fascinating. Okay. Okay, good. So we can layer it. We just need to like give a little bit of time between using in lab and then layering your active with your DIY base.
Yeah, just to let your skin absorb as well as she can. Because, we have another question that can make a good link. It's that those or this person told us that my in-lab cream leaves my face feeling sticky or like it is weight on her face, okay? And this it belong many hours after. The person who write us used honey and shea butters bath an in lab, okay, in lab. Uh, I don't know what she used around the in lab, but it's that's why I say it's often better to let time between two applications to let your skin absorb, let her time um, to transform what you apply or ingredient in the benefic way for your skin. That's what and I think that for this person is the same. I don't know what is her ritual, and but if it's for a long hour, there is two solutions. Or she apply many other things like serum or something else in her face, and the skin needs don't have need all this hour to absorb, or the bath is not the best for her. For example, honey and shea butter are ingredients that are some specificity that just need for hydration, for their action made time to be absorbed. If this person, for example, have an oily skin, maybe it's not a good time not just now to use this bath. To be sure, the best I think if she have the DIY bath, the cream is the name is light, the light one. Is it the term? Let me just see it in English, the right name of this bath. And there she had only the base. She don't have any additive active because in her in lab she has the base, but she had three ingredients. But it can be very good to try the base alone to know if I'm right. And if I'm right, if she used the base alone, it will be the same. So she need to apply her product separately to let time between each application. But
Oh,
I don't know if this person is with us
she
today.
is. Yeah,
Uh,
she is. I'm so excited. And she's unmuted, so
ah,
she can answer some questions for you.
perfect.
Jennifer,
Hello. Can you hear me?
we can.
Yeah,
Okay. So I switched from DIY to my in-lab cream. And I've noticed that with the in-lab cream that my skin feels tacky, almost like it's wet. Like even if I feel it now, my hand partially like sticks to my face. And I don't know if that's the shea butter and honey because I wasn't getting this within lab, and it's only started when I started using my custom. So I wasn't getting it with DIY. So I want to know, is it the actual base that's causing that? Am I the only one who's experiencing this? I have no idea.
okay. Um, I don't know if it's my connection. It's cut. Jennifer, just tell me if I have right understanding. You only have the in lab. That's it. You only have this product.
I started with the DIY with
Ah,
three
okay,
actives, and
okay,
my skin felt soft and wonderful. Then I finally got my in lab, and now my skin feels tacky. You know, like I said, my hand
okay,
kind of sticks to my
okay.
face. So I'm trying to figure out, am I doing something wrong? Is it the cream?
Mhm. What is the base when you use the DIY, please? What is
Um,
the
when I
name
was
of?
when I was using the DIY, it was the melting mattifying, and then I was using 1, 2, and 6.
Mhm. Uh, I I think that for in lab, it will be better for you for this time. Now that I have your name, I will check your result. But I think that for the in-lab, it will be good to stay with the base with the arnica and the niacinamide. I think that your skin for the moment need to be how we say this. It's like you have some not really oily skin, but some impurity linked to the sebum activity, and the base that you use in the DIY is very good for this purpose. So I will check your skin analysis and what product you use, and I will write you an email to have a different proposition for you in lab. Are you okay with this, Jenny?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I just didn't know if it was because it's shea butter and honey that it feels like this. I mean, I don't have a problem with it feeling like this. I
Yeah.
just didn't know why, because with the DIY, I didn't feel anything like this. So
Did you apply in the morning and the evening? Both?
I, yeah, both DIY and when I was doing the DIY, I did both morning and
Mm,
night and the same thing with the in lab. So I'm using my in lab, the hyaluronic serum, and the purifying cleansing foam. That's all I'm using.
okay, okay. But your skincare need to be for the morning and the evening, both. Am I
Yes,
right? You want
yes.
one? Okay, okay, perfect. I will
Or
uh, come
I'm
back to you directly by mail.
Okay,
I'm
thank you, Joanna.
I'm curious too,
Welcome.
Joanna.
Thank you
Would
to
it
you.
matter if she lives in a humid environment? Like Jennifer, do you live somewhere where it's humid?
No, I live in Nova Scotia.
No,
Okay.
I feel that way too, Kelly, but I just feel I guess a little tacky, but it's a good feeling to me. It's hydration to me. It's dewy. It's like I love it because I think the opposite is dry. So, and I live in Arizona, so interesting.
Uh, yeah, I understand what you mean, Anita. Maybe for Jennifer, I don't know your age, Aunt Jennifer, but I will see it in your personal profile. But I think that it can be good to have a different skincare in the night and in the evening. And the honey and butter sea can be very beneficial in the night to help her skin to regenerate, to make more nourishing. But I can understand that for the day, during the day, you have so many activities, and maybe this sensation is more uncomfortable for her. I think that,
So, Joanna,
but it,
would you suggest then the DIY in the morning and then the in lab at night, or vice versa?
yeah, for the moment, yes, that's what I suggest you. But I think that if it's better for you in the morning to have an in lab because all it's ready to apply, we have to adapt the base and go on the base with arnica and niacinamide. It depends. If you have time in the morning to make the preparation and make it and make the DIY, I think that yes, for the moment, the better for you is to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you, Joanna.
But I will propose you by email an in-lab adapted as the DIY is for you actually. Then, if you want to have an in-lab for the morning, you can have all information to order what you want. Okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Welcome, with pleasure.
Joanna, and going along with this, so someone else just said, she's feeling tacky. She lives in Florida, so she feels like she's already sweating before she walks out the door, which is living in Florida. But anyway, sorry, I'm a desert girl. But so she's wondering about her base on her in lab. So I had a question there, but I've lost it. Um, how do we know? I guess we have the skin analysis that's going to tell us the right base for us. But I feel like maybe we can have a call one of these times and focus on the different bases and what bases are best for which skins. I know which skins, whatever. I'm just gonna sip here my coffee for a little bit. But maybe we can do that on the next call and dig
Yeah,
into the base
yeah.
products a
That,
little bit more.
Yeah, with pleasure. Very good, I think, Anita. Very good idea because when we have the reflection about the in lab and etc., we decide to not have only one base, a standard, just like this, and then we add. We make this choice to have different bases to have a different proposition, and then we add specific ingredients that help the texture. The texture is different because some habits, some people are different when they apply their skincare. Somebody want something very smooth that was very rapidly absorbed, and then they put the makeup, etc. So, and for oily skin, we add arnica, niacinamide. So it will be very interesting to have this call to make the sense of this choice to have different bases, and it will be I think very interesting because all of you know that you have the choice. The IE made a recommendation. This recommendation is just mathematic and scientist recommendation because of the skin diagnosis. But I don't know what you feel inside. What is what you attended of your skincare.
Mhm.
So yes, it will be a pleasure to have this discuss about the bath and what different parameters you have to keep on, because sometimes the ER can change the bath at the last time because you chose the cleaner. So it is okay. So the cleaner purify will have this. So maybe we will take the fourth, the fourth need to have a global skincare. It depends of the choice that you made at finally in your order too. So many parameters. A very good idea to have this discussion to help the choice of the bath. Very interesting.
Joanna, real quick on that same topic, are the fresh active DIY bases, do they correlate the same with the in lab, or are the bases totally different?
We talked about the baths,
Yes.
Kelly. No, the four baths that we have in the fresh active range are the same that in the in lab. But in lab, you have two more bases, the selenium and vitamin C1, and the caviar and hyaluronic acid. Those two bases are specific to the in lab. But in the DIY, but in global, we have six bases, and just four of them was kept to the proposition in the fresh active range.
Okay. So maybe we can learn which ones match up because the names are different, the mattifying.
Exactly. Yeah. You know why? Because in the French active range, when you add the drop, the texture have no importance because when you mix, it's very the texture don't have any importance. But in the in lab, because of the preparation is very different in the lab, when we add the pure active, the texture stay. And it's very important to be in a good sensation when you apply your in lab. That's why the texture is very important in the in lab choice.
So if but we can choose. So when you have your in lab, you can scroll and choose your base. Are we ruining anything by changing the base that's recommended?
It's cut. Can you repeat, Anita? The question I don't understand.
When you get your in lab, you can change your base. Are
Yeah.
we ruining, like, are we going to lessen the efficacy of the product if we change the base from what is recommended?
It will not change the way of the choice of the need in the active choice, because if you select wrinkle, you select sensitivity, and you select radiance, for example, in lab we will put active ingredient, the pure active ingredient, inside your in lab. So for this purpose, no change. The only change will be the texture. If you are selenium and vitamin C, the texture is very fluent. When you apply directly, it's absorbed in the skin. Okay, but if you have the aloe vera or the caviar, you will see that the texture is more heavy, and you have to mass a little to put to have a good application. Okay, and the little difference, because our ingredient is different, the caviar and the hyaluronic acid are not present in the selenium. And so there is a little way, a different way, but I will prepare something very clear to help you, because, for example, selenium and vitamin C can help people that want something for the radiance, because vitamin C, it's an ingredient that have a good action for dark spot, for everything linked to the spot due to the sun, for example. But this person think that, okay, it will be good for me to have this in a bag, in a back purpose. It's not the first purpose. And I think that I will prepare the next call in this way to help, because or you want to add something to a need that you select in the active, or you prefer to go to another need to complete the three active. It depends of what you want. And I think that it will be very interesting to understand, because first of all, never forget that Abby was uh, done to make you have the choice, freedom to choice. What I I want the skincare that I decide. You decide. So very interesting to have. I will now. I
I'm
have
so
many
excited.
ideas.
Oh, I'm so excited for next week. All right. Well, then no, I'm just kidding. We don't, no, let's keep going because there's some other really great questions on there. Did you see another one that you want to segue into, Joanna?
Sorry,
That's
I
okay.
put my for next
Uh,
week.
okay. So do you see another one on there that you want to cover?
Yeah, the nice question. That's what you say, Anita.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't know why my connection is. Yeah. Um, we have a question too. So, mhm. Yes. Um, can we use the product on our lips? Oh. So, uh, we don't launch the specific for lip use. There is specific tests have to be launched by a distributor before to tell to somebody that he can use or not use. Okay, in Abbi, all tests was done on the skin, not specifically because lips in near the mouth, and when you put in your lips all the day, people can do like this or like this. So it's there is a potential. So there is a specific. I don't know if it's one or two, but one it's sure specific test for that. So as a distributor, we cannot uh, confirm the use for the lips. But what we can do, and what is sure, is that, for example, some serum acid, the hyaluronic acid serum, can be used. For example, if I do like this, I have some okay,
Mhm.
but it's not here. It's not lips, just to make good understanding. Okay, when I speak about the lips, for me it's like if it's the makeup, the how we say it in English,
Like a lip
the
gloss or
yes,
like a
okay,
lips.
but around the mouth it's the
Mhm.
skin, so for this it's okay.
Excellent. And so do you think the collagen around there or the hyaluronic acid or both is
It,
will
it
help
depends
those
on the
lines?
attent. The hyaluronic acid it's a really performant ingredient that have the capacity of take its weight, multiply its weight by 1,000. Okay, 1,000. That's why we say that the hyaluronic acid is let me see the term of what okay to the he had the capacity ah, only. He had the capacity to uh, let me have the term in English.
Yes.
Yes, the hyaluronic acid feel, okay? He have the capacity of feel because he take its weight, okay? Um like a ball, okay? Little, and he go like this. So if you want to feel the wrinkles, the everything, it's like this, you focus on the hyaluronic acid. The collagen has the capacity of um, uh, all mechanisms linked to the elasticity. So for me, the logical is to have the collagen on the contour, for example, just not have, like this, all this, no, because the reforming and the elasticity of the skin will be better thanks to the collagen. And
Mhm.
the hyaluronic acid is really to add action to feel. To, is my response clear?
Yes, yes, definitely. Now, some of us have
So, for example, if you don't want, this part of the skin like this to relâchement.
for the lift or the
We don't want the droop.
or yeah, our
Yes,
marionette lines.
yes. The sagging skin, it's collagen. And to feel, It's hyaluronic acid.
Okay. Now, some of us use the eye cream around our mouth and on our lip lines. I have always done that. What do you think about that?
What, repeat just the product you use, many use.
The eye cream. We use the eye cream. I put the eye cream here and then I
Yeah,
go here. And
okay.
I go here.
Um,
I go here
we
and here.
yes, we speak about the contour, the eye
Yes.
contour.
Yes.
Okay. The specificity, it's a good idea, no problem of that. Just know that the this product have a specific ingredient for the dark cycle, okay? And this action is um, to light. So if you put it here, this action will be done too. It's specific for dark. That's what we focus with this product. But he had many other ingredients that can be very interesting. Maybe if you are agree, Anita, about this, I will prepare something very specific for this contour because we used to recommend it for the dark cycle because for us it's specific for eyes contour. But now that you tell me that some people use it in another place, I will check which ingredient will have benefit for this or for this, just to have a complete view of this product.
Thank you. You know, and since we're talking about the essentials, the collagen, hyaluronic acid, and the contour, and we learned earlier from you not to layer hyaluronic acid and collagen, to use either hyaluronic acid, like your mother, hyaluronic acid and then collagen, or hyaluronic acid in the morning and collagen at night. Do you have a preference if you use hyaluronic acid in the morning or the evening, or collagen in the morning or evening? That was a lot. Sorry. And I know your internet is choppy. So, do you recommend hyaluronic acid in the morning or at night?
We speak about the ace contour, Anita, because I listen some words,
The hyaluronic acid.
or the tree serum, or the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Is this for morning or night?
okay. The hyaluronic acid serum, because of this of his specific formula, you see when you apply, you have the sensation like a little bit like a lifting. Okay, it's very how we say that, but it's
Height?
very pasty. Okay, it's like this. You
Okay.
agree with that?
That-
Okay. So again, it depends on you. If you are good with this feeling in the day, put it in the morning. You can put it in the morning and the evening. If you make two applications, the efficacy will be more. It's normal. But if you are not comfortable with this sensation of the texture, put it, for example, in the evening, because when you sleep, you don't have to absorb this sensation all the day. Okay, but again, there is, in my opinion, the most important is to put ingredient on the skin. So fine, because of the texture, because of the time of application. For example, Fresh Active, you have to
The
prepare.
natives.
It is adapt the product to your life, not impose the product because you understand it's very important. You decide what is the best moment for you for each product because of his texture, because of its application, because the ingredient will make his mechanism when it will be on the skin, even if it's the morning, even if it's the noon, or the evening. No importance of that. The most important is that you have pleasure because it's the good time for you. You have, and you will be compliant with that. And if you are compliant, you have pleasure to apply, you will put it every day, 2 times a day. And this is the main point and the most important. The ingredients have to be on your skin because if it's not on the skin, no action attended. You understand? But
Mhm.
of course, it's recommended to the morning and the evening. Why? Because it's 2 times that people are in their bathroom. But many times, I say that I put the collagen in the day to have just a break in my day, for example. So please, all recommendation can be done, but really, and I speak with my heart, the best moment is your moment. Really.
Do you, we've talked about it before, but can you explain again that you don't want to layer your collagen and your hyaluronic acid? You don't want to use both at the same time. You want to give space throughout the day, like a few hours before you put one of the other on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but it depends of the skin of the person. Some skins, or because of the weather outside. Because, for example, if you are in a wet day, the environment around you is very wet. Okay, the absorption of the skin will be not the same than if the weather, the environment around you is very wet. Okay, or dry. It's very different. You don't forget that your skin is in contact of your environment, and the temperature and everything around you will have a little influence on that. And more of that, there is it depends of your skin. Some skin can be in a way of need hydration, and so the absorption will be very quick because at this time the skin the skin is in a permanent evolution, so there is no rules that are like this and never move, not at all. Everything is moving every day because of what is inside you, because of your outside, your environment. Every day your skin have an evolution. It's move. So something that happened yesterday is not, it can be not the same tomorrow. Okay, there is no fixed rules. So uh, it depends of the period that leave your skin. And some people can have this for the moment that they saw that if they put one and just after the other, the skin is it's a little bit wet or pasty. Oh, it's not. I'm not used with this. It, there is something in your environment or in the needs of your skin that make this happen. You understand?
Mhm.
Nothing is like this and never move with the skin. It's impossible. Every day there is some, but I think that it's better to make a time just to let your skin absorb. It's a global recommendation, just not to help the skin. if she is in a period that she need more time to absorb some products, some ingredients, it's only global recommendation. As we say, put in the morning, put in the evening, you understand? But there is no strict rules with the skin. Is my response is a response.
I love that. And that's hard for some people who they want it written out. They want an exact system, Tony.
Yeah, it really for me it's just we have to change mind about this. You understand? That's why I don't like the term routine. The cosmetic world put on woman the term routine. Oh my God, please! My routine is to take care of my children, my husband, for the job, for the home test, everything. I don't need for my moment, for my specific and for my well-being when I'm in communion with my skincare. I don't want a routine. I want a ritual. I want something not heavy, very light. I want to be in. Whew, not something in my shoulder more. No, thank you. So the skin is an organ. All cells are living, and the reflect of your inside and your outside will move every day. It's life. It's normal, and don't be afraid of that. Keep this like a freedom, something that open you to all possibility, not close you inside something. No, so that like freedom, something that open, not close. You understand?
Mhm.
Very important because first of all, take care of us every day. The most important is at the final, at the purpose is the well-being to be in a whew, every day. So when you are with your skincare, this is your moment. Let everything out. It's your moment. Be happy. Be in. It's my time, just for me. And it's very precious. All day we run, we go for this, we learn some information, bad, more good, so many things around us. Okay, just this little time, like a um, like a privilege. You understand?
Hmm. Yeah. I'm like, why is this making me emotional? But then, okay, good, because someone else said that they're like tearing up. It's like, it is. All we really need to know is when it's here, it doesn't work. It only works when it's here on our face. And we
Yeah.
have to be consistent and take care and give our skin love.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Mm. Since we've been talking about the essentials, there is a question. We have time for one more question, but there's a question about the oil that I sent to you as well. Is the
Yes.
baby oil good for combination skin?
Yes.
You want to
We
talk about that?
Yeah, we select different oil to make a product that will not be oily, even if you are in a period of your skin is like oily skin or with some perturbation or something like that. So yes, oil is for everyone and we work with selection of oil very specific that will of course keep their benefit but when you apply, it's rapidly absorbed. You don't have the sensation of the oil that stay on the skin. So the response is yes, everyone and all period of your skin, no problem. Um, I don't know if you remember, but at when we create this specific product, we uh, we we want to give a response to all person that's a little bit lazy because of the cosmetic routine. Oh no, I need to do this. Oh no, and I have to put. And when you read the direction of use, you have this. And as I often say, it's very important to put something in your skin in the night because in the night your cells regenerate. It's a very important moment of your cell skin. So we put inside oil and ingredient to respond to all person that say, "Oh no, at the night I'm so tired all the day. I go there. I just want to rinse with water and go to bed." Oh my God, no, no. Put the oil near you in the bed and just have a moment. That's why we put a fragrance in it, and we want a fragrance that make you very sensual moment. Very. That's why I with uh, with friends speak about the products for all person, lazy person. If you don't want to make anything, just take the oil and put it. It will be for this moment.
That's beautiful. And people are asking more questions about the oil. Did your question get answered? Like, why would we use the oil? And so it doesn't feel greasy on your skin. And
Not
I feel like that is what people think when they see the word oil,
exactly, exactly.
but it's like a dry oil. I don't,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
like,
It's really the selection of oil. We make like a cocktail, okay, with the argan, with the apricot, some, and the purpose is to correspond to all period of the skin. So do not have this sensation that you described, like crazy, to have a rapid absorption, because oil is often when we listen about oil, even if for the food, we go, oh my God, oil, fatty, okay. But all oil are not in this way. So we select the oil for this purpose for the skin. Just put benefits and not have this sensation.
oh, so good. Who knew we would cry today talking about product? This is just such a good call. And I think, does anyone have do you have anything else you want to cover, Joanna? We have a few minutes left.
Yeah,
Or,
I saw a question, Anita, about if we have a product or something, a window to help the skin tags.
oh,
You
that,
see this question?
okay.
Okay. It's important to me to say that this specific purpose is in the hand of dermatologist, okay? To have a real efficacy and to make the skin tag disappear, there is no miracle, okay? There is several techniques that the dermatologist can offer to everyone. It can be, for example, cryotherapy, with the liquid azote, nitrogen. It can be the laser. There is many techniques today in the hand of dermatologists. Um, you wait response in cosmetic for this purpose, in my opinion, it's a big um, how we say this, it's a big liar. You can't have a good resolution for this purpose with a cosmetic product. It's really, it's it's benign. There is no risk, but the right response, it can be done by a dermatologist, because it's an action. He will cut it. He will dry it. It depends on what he decide for the specific person, and the localization too of the skin tag. But for me, no response by a cosmetic. Sorry. If it's possible one day, we will done it. Promise. But not for the moment.
But not right
I will
now, huh?
I will recheck to our supplier, and okay, do you make some tests or something specific for that? And but for the moment, I don't I don't know any ingredient or mechanism, just the mechanism to resolve that, as well as a dermatologist can done it. So don't lose money for that. Go to the dermatologist and see with him what is the best for you.
Mhm. Excellent. Okay. Great advice. And that advice is really good to know too. Like, if someone is wanting medical advice, we're not going to be able to give that, and to recommend, going to a dermatologist. And also, if you have someone who comes to you with allergies to certain ingredients, please reach out, like put it on the question before they start grabbing product, because there's a lot of products. Like, let's just use the example Joanna and I were talking about last night, marine collagen. But marine products also includes algae and seaweed, and that's in a lot of our products. So it's always good to ask first.
Yeah, and I read many comments about a phenomenon that is described like a purge, okay, of the skin when you change, okay. Um, I want you to know that for me, this corresponds to a reaction to one ingredient contain. For me, there is no other scientist and toxicological response. This is a reaction to an ingredient contained in one of the products used in the initial application. If someone have this reaction, even if it's for 1 or 2 weeks, and then after, and that I read like a purge, okay, know that is, for me, it's corresponding to a reaction to an ingredient. And the reduction after a few days is due to the fact that the skin get like a use to this ingredient. Okay? That's what is the explanation in my based on my knowledge of the term of purge that I have read in some comments. Okay.
Excellent. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
So
So
if
it's not an allergy, but
yeah,
it's just your
it's
body
a skin
saying,
reaction. Yes, it's a skin reaction, and this skin reaction can be due to, like you say, a form of allergy to an ingredient, but it can be due to a link with something else. Maybe if it's a woman, she is pregnant, or if she is in the, how we say it in English, menopause, in the menopause time. It can be, there is many reasons of this. The most important is that you have to see a reduction after a few days.
Okay.
It cannot, it mustn't be permanent. And if some people have this and want us to screen for their particular, please write me about this to see what is what ingredient was it. The most important for us is to know the initial ingredient just before the apparition of this purge. Okay.
Okay.
If we can help, I have someone that write me about a reaction, and that she just to inform us, but she tell that her husband then use the product. That okay, it's not for me, it's for him. Okay, why not? But we do a screen with the toxicologue, and we respond her to make her some comparison, and it can be very helpful for her to choose other product in the market. So if we can help for this and help people to identify something specific for them, it will be pleasure though. So don't hesitate to write us about this, and we need sometimes to study. It's not a response like this in one day, but we will do it and we will respond to you.
We love that. Thank you so much. Joanna, we're at 1 hour, but a few more good questions have come in regarding the purge and wondering, do you have a few more minutes to
Yeah.
continue this? Okay. Thank you. And it is being recorded. So for those of you who need to jump off, we understand. So how can you tell the difference between an allergic reaction and a skin purge?
Mhm. That's why I say that if people have this, it's good to write us to have this difference. The first thing between the difference is that if the person have identified the same reaction before, even if it's a long way before, that's a signal for us when we study some screening profile. It's a sign that this person have a, uh, this person have an allergy, even if this allergy is not every day and don't repeat it. It's like sorry, I try to. It's like a predisposition, okay? And that's the first thing that we screen when we study a profile to identify. That's why every time we ask, do you have um, the do you think do you remember something, even if it's not exactly the same? It's very important to us to know, because it helps us to focus on something special. And often, if it's an allergy, the person did it before. It's in general, if you are allergic, you have this allergy in the past, actually, and it will be in the future too. Okay, that's what it can be very interesting to have this screening to identify if it's just a reaction to an ingredient that will reduce after a few days because it's as you told the purging action
Mhm.
than an allergy. It's very different. But we need a toxicologue and we need to study the profile of the person. And the person must be very open to correspond and to tell us. Don't make anything. Um, she had to tell us everything. If it's happened before, just tell us because many times we study, we screen, we imagine many possibilities, we launch some tests, many things, but nothing is comprehensible. It's not logical. So we know that something in the profile is not very logical because science in science we don't know everything, but science is very logical. You make one two, it's step and you progress by step. So if some information are incoherent, it's very difficult to help people to understand.
Mhm. Excellent. Thank you. And there was
Yeah.
one
And
more.
yes, and
Is there a
know that everything you exchange with me and the toxicology will stay just uh, okay.
confidential?
Yes,
Mhm.
exact. No extension about this, of course.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I think we're asking if there's one specific ingredient that may cause the purge than others. And
Mhm.
is there is it your pores just getting cleaned out? That's what I always thought it was.
Just try to okay. Yes, of course. We know that some ingredient will be more common with this phenomenon. It's generally it's ingredient. The more general term that I found is the purifying one. Okay, why? Because the action of purifying it go on. We talked about proteolytic action. Proteolytic is that the ingredient will have a mechanism like an exfoliation or because if you want to take out impurity or everything you need this action and is the balance of the action on this skin at this specific moment that make the phenomenon. So all AHA products have a big tendency to this phenomenon of purging. Um, uh, all ingredients that have mechanism in the way of proteolytic action. Uh, it's the most common ingredient that have this phenomenon.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, Joanna. Well, we have taken up um, your time. I want to respect it. And you were so gracious to let us go over by 5 minutes. So thank you so much. And next week, you guys, we're ready. We're going to talk bases. And no,
Yes,
and we're not talking baseball next week. We're going to talk about
yes,
all of the different bases that are in that we have available to us. And so we can help educate our customers a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to next week and thank you so much for today.
thank you to all of you. Pleasure to see you. Have
We're
a
gonna have
good
to have
week.
that song. It's all about that bass. That bass.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Get some Megan Trainor playing next
Yes.
week. We'll
Yeah,
start the
sorry, I'm
meeting.
not a singer. But
We'll
that's
start the meeting with
yeah.
Megan Trainor next week. All
I,
right.
hey, and
Thank
check your
you guys.
emails. Keep an eye on your email today.
Bye.
Oh yeah, watch your emails,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you,
all.
Joanna.
Bye.